thought the effort continued throughout the game, but our execution wasn't good enough to play with a really good football team. Just in general, like finishing drives, we had opportunities to be able to finish some drives and then didn't. I looked at our third down, and I kind of felt that throughout the game of being able to be more efficient there. Defensively, made some adjustments at halftime, but it just was we were at a time at that point to be able to catch up, because of the start getting down like we did. So, learning experience, short week, got a big game coming up, and that's where I kind of saw it. We've always kind of looked at ways to be aggressive, and so trying to steal a possession on the kickoff. D-Rod, had been working that in practice, and got that executed. And then and on the flip side of special teams, we gave them the ball twice, and so that set them up as well.
Daniel said you just put that play in Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, my understanding was I was told is that he'd been working on him individually that for a while, and then once we felt like I don't think the logic is bad. Like you're trying to drop kick it. And if you hit somebody, it's pretty good. If you miss, it's like a squib kick.
Yeah. But was this Cookus' idea or?
Yeah, Cookus dreams up majority of what we're doing on special teams, and if we could get him to punt some more, we felt like we had a chance on rushing the punter, and we got one. So there's some, like every game, there's some highlights.
You mentioned the defense making some adjustments at halftime, and really you started getting some pressure on Brown and Phillips.
We did. We did, and those guys continue to fight and work and, take an adjustment or two. Not major changes, but there was a couple of tweaks that I felt like helped us in the second half, but obviously not good enough.
Coach, you mentioned, the difficulty of the slow start. You guys have been talking about wanting to start fast for, the majority of the season. Is there anything you can kind of point to, or is it just kind of one of those things at this point?
Well, yeah, again, we're going to go in every game feeling like we're going to play better in the first quarter. But I do feel like these guys are preparing. And, we're running in some good teams, too. They're well prepared. I think those guys benefited from a week off, and that's a good football team. They're handing it to a pretty good back who can make some guys miss.
Harris said you didn't talk much about this week, but does this game mean anything more to you? Coming between the old team and guys you coach with and play with?
Not really. It's every game's important. You're anxious to go about it. I thought being here, shaking some hands, seeing some kids face to face, that was nice for me because I got some longer relationships with those kids and coaches. But outside of that, wasn't much bigger for me.
Coach, you guys had a sizable deficit. Your team didn't quit today. They fought all the way till the end. How much could it seemed like when they came in here, they had a positive mindset. How much could that help heading into the Civil War?
I think it is. I think it's like the price of admission to be able to play hard. In college football, that's like the price of admission. And now we got to take it to an execution level a lot higher over a longer period of time. And that continues to be the message.
And just starting to think about Oregon, what kind of challenges they present. Early thoughts?
Early, I know they're a good football team and they got some good athletes. I know the quarterback's a good player, know him really well. And off of a short week. So we got to digest this thing tomorrow and get to work.
See both the Cougars and the Huskies now. Any thoughts on how those two might happen?
Yeah, two good teams. Again, been a part of that game for a while. I do think that quarterback, Washington State's a really good player. But outside of that, I'm sure it'll be an exciting football game.
So you had a chance to talk to Jake at all today?
Briefly, a little bit before, a little bit after. He looked sharp today. Knew majority of the plays they were running after they snapped the ball, and yeah, he looked sharp.
Lynn looked pretty good in the first half, but didn't seem to have it in the second. What did you think?
Well, I think he got to him pressure-wise. He needs to be able to throw the ball away a couple of times. And again, the more snaps against a good defense, the thing's not always going to be pretty. And we weren't in the second half able to avoid the negative play. No.
Injury-wise, Irish.
I think he's concussion. I think he's got a concussion. Ham hurt his calf early and wasn't able to return.
Jamar okay?
Yeah. Got toward the end there, and it was a little bit, get some other guys in there.
He moved up to, I think, 6th on the all-time single-season list.
Yeah. I thought he looked good running the ball early. I mean, there was some positives there, but again, against a really good defense, you got to be able to execute for a longer period of time. But I thought he ran the ball really well, especially in the first half.